This is my AutoCAD. I want to open a new drawing. For that, I click on this little icon over here, this white icon, and I get this dialog box. You see over here, we have so many templates, but I don't want any template right now. So I click on this little arrow over here, and I click this open with new template, metric. It's metric because we want to follow the metric system of units. And I get this new empty drawing. Okay, now let's check our units. UNITs. And I hit enter, that's our unit, and we have this drawing with dialog box. Here we see it's millimeter, but right now I want meters, so I select meters and I click this OK. Now I'm going to draw a rectangle. For that I type here, that's for polyline, and I click here, and in order to preserve the horizontality I hit F8 key, that's for ortho, and I type 20 for 20 meter, again 20 for 20 meter, again 20, and then I type C, that's for close, and I hit enter. Now I created a rectangle. Then I hit CO for copy. I select this and I copy it to this point. Okay, now we have two identical rectangles. You see over here, our current dimension style is ISO 25. Let's just change it. So I click over here and we get this dimension style manager dialog box. We click this new over here and we give a name here, yes, MSO model space. 100% sir, is to 100 scale. Here I add another letter, that's M for meter. So now the dimension style name is MS100M. It's just a kind of nomenclature that I resort to in this drawing. This naming is not very important. You can follow your own methods. But if the name you give is more or less significant, that's better. So let's proceed by clicking on let's continue. Here we are not going to dive deep into the dimension style settings because it's not what we want to show in this tutorial. But let's change this decimal separator under primary units tab. Currently it's comma. Let's put the period. Now let's click this OK. Then close. Our new dimension style has come here. So let's dimension the rectangle. So 20, again 20. So it's here. Okay. So in this model space, we have two identical rectangles with one of their sides dimensioned. Next, we go to the layout. Here we have a default layout. But since we don't want it here as of now, we just click it and delete it. Now when we right click this layout tab, we get this dialog box where we can see this page setup manager. Click on it and we get this dialog box. And we click on this modify. Here printer plotter name. Just click on this arrow and turn it to DWG to PDF. Now this paper size, let's go to ISO FO. And this is plot scale. This mm represents the unit corresponding to the dimension of the paper you use, and this unit is the unit of your drawing, and it's meter. You see here 1 mm. Since this is in mm, we have to make it equivalent to our unit. Since our unit is meter, so we have to put 1000 here because 1000 millimeter is equal to 1 meter. Then we click on this OK over here, then close. So the page setup is over. Then we go to view and viewport, one viewport. We have this fit option as default, and it's what we want now. So we type enter again. Here you see 2020. The dimensions you see here is what we gave in the model space. In accordance with the unit setup of the model space, you know it's meter, but now we are on the layout, and the layout shows an A4 paper, the unit of which is millimeters. Now let's see what's going to happen if we dimension this layout with the same dimension style that we use in the model space. You see here the arrows are too big for the screen to display them properly. But if you scroll down a bit, you see 0.29, that's 0.29 meter, or 290 millimeter. That's the width of the A4 size paper. Why are all these elements of this dimension style so big? It's because this dimension style we created for the model space, and the unit of the model space is meter, but here in this layout, the unit is millimeter. So we have to scale it 1000 times down because 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeter. So let's now create another dimension style that would go with the layout by keeping this MS100M under selection. Let's click this new and we get this dialog box. Let's give a new style name. Let it be PS100M. Then click on this continue. The only thing that we need to change here is under this fit tab. Over here, use overall scale of is the current selection, but the value here is 1 now. We need to change to 0.001, that's equal to 1 by 1000. Then click this OK. Our new dimension style PS100M is here. Now let's dimension this layout once again, like this. It shows 0.29 meter and here, and it's exactly what we got area. Okay, that's all about this video. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button before you leave. Thank you.